Hey guys, shorter video into this week. If you go to the spot, you got the outside days, so broadening formation, gonna be something you want to know about. You got the potential Momo shooter or Momo hammer week, so we'll see if that confirms the inside ear and up signal. And if you're a yearly guy, your stuff's all good. Notice this quarter still bright green. You go to the month, still very bright green. So whatever people are saying about a top, it hasn't reversed yet. This is still a 2-up week. They have not made a slight lower low since literally the first week of the year, because these were equal lows, I believe, here. So all that's still good. If you go to Qs, a little bit weaker. Also 3 on the day, so broadening formation, you'll want to know about that. Slight higher highs, slight lower lows, and a little bit back in. So 2-2 week could come back into this stuff. What's important next week is NVIDIA. You're going to have earnings. I believe that's going to be Wednesday night after the close, so that'll be important. There's also going to be PNW. This is something from the 3-2 year list that we've been talking about. So 3-2 year still going. Bright green month at this point, inside week with earnings Tuesday night. And we'll also see things like Home Depot. So green year inside and up. You got earnings coming out, so potentially those earnings can get Home Depot moving. Tells you to look at Lowe's, which is inside month and up in force. Potentially could take the year up as well with a 2-1-2 directional continuation. So we'll see. And then we also do see then Walmart. So Walmart's in the XLPs outside week. So either side of that 3 we'd want to know about. If you stay below it or start coming back through it. Bright green here at this point. You can see the monthly hammer did what it needed to do. So we'll see what they want to do. You got this broadening formation. So if they gap it down into the bottom of this or the top of this, you could come back through all that. So we'll see. With those chips earnings with NVIDIA, we do see SMCI. So gap up sell. That's a problem. If you've been watching this since your quarter, 2-2 reversal down here that we mentioned to start the year, right down here above 323.38, you're up 500, but that changes what we know. So you'd be taking some profit with them. Below 745.07, what you're going to want to know is that's a shooter week in force. We have no evidence of these buyers here if that's in force. And the redder that gets coming back through these guys, that's a problem because we got a PMG. And what that means is anyone who wants to get long, they're long, right? This is why this happens, because the first people to go and take profit here, no one's buying this. So it comes back through, stops people out, and speeds up. So below 745.07, we'll want to know about that. If you do go back through above 801.15 into this 3, we could go back into the thousands. So we'll see. But normally when these things really take off and then do that, normally you're going to have a reversal because it's going to come back to reality. So NVIDIA earnings will help that out if that's going to happen. We also do see MU. 2 going 3 on the quarter. The month, 2-2 reversal in force below 80.58. Bright red on the week last week. And a 2 going 3 on the year. So if things are bad, we could also look to trade MU as a sympathy, because that's already taken last month's lows. And outside of that stuff, we have some heavy continuity names with new signals. So Charter, this is something from the gap list that we traded a couple weeks ago. And if we go to the daily, you'll see here, gap down. We had some inside 60s here and then multiple inside 60s to keep playing that. Then the 2-2 day against to get out. So now we have a new inside week signal to get that moving again. Inside ear and down still in force. Potentially go back through 250 and maybe go even further. 3-2 quarters still happening, still occurring below 358, just about. And that month is bright red. So we can go to LBRDA. It's also doing the same thing. So big sell on the earnings. Inside week and down here could keep that measured move going. This 3 rejection on the week still occurring. Inside year and down below $70. That's still in force. And if you go to the month here, or actually the year, my bad. Notice 3 3s. So when you're back below into this 3, below 73.9, you're going to 42.03. So still a lot of range to keep going after. And this is why we say you can let them go first, wait for that signal to form, and look to trade that. So if they both simultaneously break, we'll want to know about that. Potentially CMCSA could get moving as well, inside and down, 2-1-2 measured move continuation. Still an inside year though. It is 2 going 3 on the quarter, so it may take out 37.92. We'll just have to see if those all start breaking together. There's a few other inside weeks, but if you go to them, they're just not the best. It's like Verizon could go inside and down if things are bad, but what we notice is, so on the month, you got this inside month retracement. So slight rise to that, and you got this try forming. So inside month, we'll see what that does next month, but 2-2 year back up could be triggered by inside month. So inside month to take that year up, you could see Verizon start doing better. We also see T You got an inside week there as well. So if that goes inside and down, that could come back through these guys, but you just don't got much range. Look at this inside year doing nothing. It's 2 going 3 on the month with bright red continuity. So you could go to 16, 15, but after that, we don't know. So you got very little magnitude to get after. For the small account guys, you could do that. But we're going to focus on those communications and the bright continuity names along with the earnings names. So we're going to keep it simple. What we will keep an eye on is we saw a little bit of rotation trying to happen. So real estate's outside week hammer. You could PMG through this stuff and 1-3 the month. So we'll see. We also saw in the energies 2-2 week reversal up last week off the 3-1-2 day. And there's actually a 3-1-3-1-2. Then boom, they trend. So these are still an inside month. We'd actually prefer that closes inside. It's still going to be double inside year. So we'll see. Strongest stuff we can see there as far as things with magnitude, CVX. 2 down in green above 150. So as long as you're above 150, that's a buy on the yearly basis. So if you're a yearly guy, you can do that. And it did 3-2 reversal months, so it's going to be relatively strong, trying to come back through this stuff. So we'll keep an eye on the energies, keep an eye on the real estates. Outside of that, there's a few things like gold, hammer counter shooter week, but inside year still, inside down month. So that could rev strat since you're an inside year, and this hammer could get that going. Tells you to look at silver too. So silver also slight lower lows to this 3 and then back in with the 3 week. So that could start expanding back through these guys. Also still double inside year. Also still an inside month. So we'll see if those want to start moving or not, but really we'll focus on those heavy continuity names and those earnings names next week, and I'll see you guys in the next weekly video.